Matt Walsh is exposing apparently a kids creator that's doing creepy things. I know nothing about this at all in any way, shape, or form, but I am going to listen to it and give my full opinion. Let's check this out, man. And don't forget, if you want to hear this or watch this video fully uninterrupted by me, go check out Matt Walsh, man. He has a lot of great content.
Last week, we opened the show with a discussion, as we were just talking about, of the wildly popular YouTuber MrBeast, who attracts a following of many millions of people, most of them kids. And this is a problem because now MrBeast also prominently...
I didn't even realize that most of MrBeast fans are kids, bro. I'm be honest. I don't watch them, so that would make sense. I could see why, too, because the colorful stuff and all that and the random missions and things that he be doing. I'm going to dive into 1,000 billion of these colorful balls. Like, wait, what? What are you doing, MrBeast?
Features a gender transitioning man in most of his videos. Not MrBeast's choice. We can assume his sidekick and co-star decided to destroy his life and marriage and career by going on hormone therapy to become a woman or a non-binary or whatever he's trying to be. MrBeast has chosen to keep the man in his videos, even publicly accusing his critics of transphobia, which means that his content is no longer suitable for the millions of children who currently consume it.
Hey, if they wilding out, is the trans person in there going crazy? Like, what are they doing? I would need to know more details. I'm not like really a MrBeast fan. Love the burgers though. Burgers taste pretty good. But I'm not really a MrBeast fan, so I don't know the details of what's going on in the video. Does he have his friends doing certain things? Yada, yada, yada.
And parents should take note of that. But since that conversation, I've heard from many parents who are raising concerns about other YouTubers who are popular among the younger demographics. There's a whole world of YouTubers out there for teens and for young children that I am generally unfamiliar with, mostly because my kids aren't allowed to watch any YouTube at all. Okay.
There's a lot of these kid channels. This channel is dedicated to kids. What's the name of that little boy that be opening toys that's making bank? This dude is making bank. I think they gave him a Nickelodeon show and all that.
I'm on this platform every day.
Just open toys.
I have one of the larger channels among conservative commentators anyway. And I would never let my kids go on this site, okay, especially without parental supervision. And that should tell you something. But many parents do allow their children on this hellscape, and even their very young children. And that's given rise to a booming multi-million-dollar industry of child-centric YouTube channels. This is a whole ecosystem.
Yeah, they make bank. They make bank. Child and kid channels make a whole lot of money. Think about how much money Jake Paul was making when his target audience was children.
Filled with content, and a small fraction of which is arguably acceptable in small doses. But much of the rest of it is loud, obnoxious, often overtly creepy. There's a subset of this genre which consists of actual children who have been conscripted into the content creation coal mines by their parents. One of the most popular channels on the entire platform is called Kids Diana Show with 110 million subscribers.
Damn. What? Ooh. Let me hide my little 26,000 that I appreciate very, very much. I got the best supporters in the game, hands down. But damn, that's a lot. There's just a lot of people that want to see whatever the heck is going on there. I'm not surprised though. Like, there are YouTube channels that are full-on networks that I didn't even know existed, fam. All types of content. You got adult content, kids content, teenage content. Like, I'm talking about full-on shows, high production. I'm like, this is on YouTube? The hell? Is because YouTube is pretty much a streaming service, guys. It's like Netflix. Imagine Netflix, which I do predict that this is going to happen. I predict this is going to happen because it happened with music, right? Remember, you couldn't just put your music on Apple and Spotify. There had to be like a music company or a label or anything like that. Now you can just do it. I got music on Spotify and iTunes and Apple. I predict that Netflix and Hulu are going to eventually become more like YouTube and start giving chances to up and coming people. I believe that. Now, I might be wrong, but then think about how many YouTubers are famous now. Think about it. We got Donald Glover winning multiple awards. YouTuber. What's his name? Quincy B. homegirl from Abbott Elementary, just won a bunch of awards. YouTuber, as well as Instagrammer. So like, man, that transition is not that far away because you even have these bigger companies and networks reaching for smaller YouTubers. You ever notice there was a YouTuber that blew up and then disappeared? Chances are they got a job behind the scenes doing something for network. It could be writing, it could be editing, something of that nature, right? And then they became so busy that they just stopped working on their YouTube content. That happens all the time. So yes, I do believe that in the future, you'll be able to upload directly to these platforms. So I'm not surprised that on YouTube, there are like platforms that are that big with that much of a following with people that want to watch it.
110 million. And it stars an 8-year-old girl named Diana. Now, the videos themselves are basically unobjectionable from what I've seen, except that there's kind of a note of tragedy to them, considering that Diana's parents have been harvesting her for content since she was 1 year old. Now a hugely profitable franchise.
Truman Show. Truman Show type stuff. So they've been filming this girl since she was 1, and she's still doing content. That's damn. Yeah, I think that's a little extra. That's a lot. That is pretty crazy. But she really never got to not be filmed and just be a normal child.
Franchise rests on her small shoulders, and the parents say that, well, she can stop whenever she wants. If she ever stops having fun, then they'll end the channel, they claim. But something tells me that they wouldn't let go of the cash cow that easily. Besides, the child's
yeah, I would need to know more. I would need to know more detail. Because it could be on some, fam, with the funds we're getting from this, we're buying all types of things and toys and whatever for this person to have fun and play with. So that probably is a thing. I don't know. I don't know this channel.
Entire life has been consumed by internet celebrity. She's been one literally since she was born almost. She's never known existence without it. So to pretend that this is her choice is asinine. So influencers and content creators have found a wide open loophole in our child labor laws, which is a conversation we should probably have in more detail at some other point. The greater concern for us today are the kid-focused YouTubers who are not kids themselves. And there's one in particular that's been mentioned to me many times over the last few days. He's a man who plays a character named Blippi. And now I had never heard of Blippi up until this point.
I don't know what he's talking about, but it sounds familiar. It sounds like if I see it, I probably saw it before, right?
His name being mentioned to me, I had been living what apparently was a carefree, blissful, Blippi-free life. And I didn't realize how good I had. I wish I could go back to that time now. I wish I could recapture my lost innocence, but it's too late. After learning about Blippi, I felt compelled to spend some time researching this guy, and I found myself tumbling through a dark portal into a bizarre and hellish and, most of all, extremely annoying world. Blippi is apparently a very successful children's YouTuber, boasting 17 million subscribers on his main channel, another 10 million on his secondary channel. Then there are various offshoot channels with hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers each, not to mention his spin-off